Jerry teaches Chinese here, and I learned two of the most important expressions if you want to talk about pop music. So everyone knows pop music has a chorus and a verse, right? The verse is like the la 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 stuff to build up to the stuff that everyone remembers, the chorus. So what is a verse? A verse is 主歌,主歌. Chorus is 副歌. And it is not 重复, like that 副. That's what I thought until I looked it up. No, it's not 副. That 副, it's a different 副. The character of 副, Sherry, if I'm not mistaken, is like, is it the character for rich, or is it a different character?
No. 在这个副的右半边是一个耳刀旁。
Oh. Okay, so it's a different 副 than the one I was thinking of. Okay, so remember that character for chorus? It's 副. It's a different 副 than like repeated. It would make logical sense to think it's the character for repeat, but it's not. So Sherry introduced me to a song that's been going really viral in China the past probably year. Sherry opened up Pandora's box, as we say in English, and I can't get the song out of my head, so I thought, let's just translate this song. I can't even describe why the song is so catchy, but it is very catchy. The song is called 绿色. 绿 means green, which you guys have learned already on this channel. 色 is like the color, so the color green, right? If you just use the color 绿, it can mean other things. In fact, there's a slang term for 绿, which means you got cheated on, or you cheated. So if Sherry got lewd, she got cheated on. Sherry's like, no, I didn't get cheated on. So, but 绿色.
Don't use me as an example. It's
not. No, yeah, Sherry's like, no, don't use me as a patsy. So let's go to the verse, the 主歌. It starts 说不痛苦那是假的, which means if you say it's not hurtful or it doesn't hurt me, that's fake, right? 说 means said or say. 不痛苦, it's not hurtful or it's not painful. 那是假的, that is fake. So basically, you translate that, 说不痛苦那是假的. So if you're saying this is not painful, that's false or that's fake. 毕竟我的心也是肉做的. So after all, 毕竟 is like after all. 我的, my, right? We've learned about ownership. So 我的, so that's my heart. The de is an indicator of ownership. My heart 也是 is still or still is. 肉 means meat. So 做的 is normally 做 means like do something, but in this case, in special cases, 做的 can mean like it's made out of. So 肉做的. So after all, my heart is made out of meat. Pretty deep already, right, Sherry? And the thing is, if you guys look up the original song, this girl, you can't even really understand what she's singing. She sings so breathy. So like all you hear is like a cute voice singing at you, and I think that's why guys like listening to her. You don't even understand what she's saying. I've never broken down the lyrics before because I can't even understand what she's saying. All I hear is, oh, cute girl voice. Ah! And Sherry's never going to come on this channel again. She's like, I lost all respect for Jerry. He only cares about girls' voices. Doesn't even listen to substance. The next line is 你离开时我心里的彩虹. This I would translate it as when you left the rainbow in my heart, right? 你离开时, you translate literally, you left, 离开 is left, you left the time when you left, 你离开时我心里 my heart, the 彩虹, so the rainbow in my heart, right? 我心里的, the de is an indicator of ownership for what's in your heart. So the rainbow in my heart 就变成灰色. It became gray. Man, we're talking about all colors right here. Where did the green? Where's the green right now, Sherry? I don't see the green. I guess we're building up to that. I think that's how it goes.
说不心酸那是假的，如果我真的没那么爱过。
说不心酸那是假的. This is interesting. In English, Sherry, if I'm not mistaken, you wouldn't say your heart is sour. I don't think that's the right expression in English. In English, we would say sour, but you would say a sour taste in your mouth. So instead of saying 心酸 like in Chinese, we would say sour taste in your mouth like 嘴酸, which wouldn't translate well into Chinese, right?
Yeah, I first noticed that if you didn't bring it up.
Yeah, so the equivalent of 心酸 in English is kind of like 嘴, you got a sour taste in your mouth, kind of. Maybe I'm wrong though, Sherry. Does 心酸 kind of indicate jealousy at all?
Not exactly jealousy, just feel sad.
Feel sad. Okay. So it is kind of like a sour taste in your mouth then.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So like 说不心酸那是假的. So basically she's saying, if you're saying that I'm not sad or melancholy, that's completely fake. So she's saying I am very sad. 如果我真的没那么爱过. Ooh, that's a hard one.
如果我真的没那么爱过. If I didn't really love that much, right?
没那么爱过. It's like kind of like a negative type of thing. Like if I really have never loved like that before. Kind of. Yeah. It's almost like a double negative, right? It's like what she's saying is whatever relationship she's singing about, she's loved, given her heart a lot. That's what she's saying.
爱着一个没有灵魂的人，世界都是黑色。
The next line is 爱着一个没有灵魂的人. Ooh, that's a very interesting one. You'll hear that a lot, I think, in Chinese romantic dramas and songs. Basically, I'm loving. For those of you who saw the video about measurements, unit words, this is the common one, right? 一个. So for those of you who haven't seen that one, go watch that one. 爱着一个没有灵魂的人. So I am loving someone that has no spirit or has no 灵魂. I would translate it. It's almost deeper than spirit. It's like, I guess spirit is the easiest translation.
So in English we say soulmate, right?
Soul, yes, that's a better translation. I'm loving someone that doesn't have a soul, because it's a great word that Sherry brought up, like a soulmate, right? A soulmate in English is like someone that really gets you, someone that like you fall in love with and like for the rest of your life, basically. So 爱着一个没有灵魂的人. Is it 灵魂 with the G at the end or 灵魂?
灵魂.
Okay, 灵魂.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
爱着一个没有灵魂的人. So I'm loving someone that has no soul. 世界都是黑色的. The world's become black. So 都是 indicates like completely, kind of. So the world's completely black. It's not just black in some areas, it's completely black. So what we're seeing here is like a cool color type of thing. She starts with kind of like person left her. She was gray. The color, the rainbow became gray. And then she's sad. And then she realized she loved someone that had no soul. And then the world is black. Man, it's getting dark. And then this is the chorus, the 副歌, right? 若不是你突然闯进我生活，我怎会把手的寂寞放任了？爱我的话你都说，爱我的事你不做，我却把甜言蜜语当作你爱我的躯壳。Wow, there are some like words here I don't even know how to translate. This is going to be interesting. This is part of learning. I'm learning too, and Sherry's guiding me.
I'm learning too.
He's learning too. Okay, everyone's learning. But this is what we want to show you guys. Chinese is hard. Anything is hard. No one is an expert in anything. Even a teacher's learning. If you see something hard, just break it down. Chinese is a language you can break down. Not like English. If you want to break down certain words in English, you have to go to Greek. You have to go to Latin. You have to go to German, right? You don't have to do that in Chinese. Anyways, let's go back to the song. 若 is sometimes can be used like an if-then kind of thing. So like 若不是你突然闯 with a ch, right? 若不是你突然闯进我生活. So if you didn't suddenly stumble in or like come force yourself into my life, force yourself is probably too strong. 闯进 is literally like you kind of just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So if you didn't come out of nowhere into my life, 我怎会把死守的寂寞放任了? So what she's saying is, you know, I'm used to being single, but you came into my life and I let that go. So like 死守 is a phrase that kind of means like by death I still guard it. Like it's a very exaggerated word, but what it means is like something you really don't kind of budge much. Am I thinking about that correctly, Sherry? It's like, is she kind of saying this like she's used to the loneliness? 寂寞 means loneliness. So it's like, is she used to the loneliness, or is she more like she likes being single? How do we interpret this? 我怎会把死守的寂寞放任了?
So the person just dropped into her life, and she's not, lonely anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. So in the past, she's been lonely for a long time. So I get it now. So in this case, the loneliness is not like a choice. It's not like she's purposely trying to be single. It's just she's been lonely for a while, and this person coming into her life is making her kind of like get rid of that loneliness. Is that a better interpretation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. 爱我的话你都说. So you even said you love me, or you even said phrases or expressions to indicate you love me. Maybe that's a better word, because 爱我的话 doesn't have to say like 我爱你. There's other words, other ways of expressing you love someone, right?
I think you have to combine the, you have to combine the 下一句.
Oh, okay. So we have to combine this with the next line. So,
yeah.
爱我的话你都说, 爱我的事你都做. It's like a parallel structure. I get it. So like the expressions, the things you say to indicate you love me, and the things you do.
You don't do it in action. Just say it.
Oh, I see. I get it now. The boo. I didn't even see the boo. So it's like you're saying things to indicate you love me, but you're not acting. You're not showing in action that you love me.
就嘴上说说，不付出行动.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the person's saying it to her, but not doing it. It's not showing it in action.
对.
Yeah. 爱我的话你都说，爱我的事你不做. I see. By the way, guys, you guys know Sherry is a really good singer. So I'm putting her on the spot. In the future, she's going to come back on this channel and sing.
I'm a bad singer. I love karaoke, but yeah, definitely a bad singer.
She's a good singer. I've heard her sing. So 爱我的话你都说，爱我的事你不做，我却把甜言蜜语当作你爱我的. I don't even know that. What is that word?
躯壳, right? The last
躯壳. What is 躯壳?
Like the outer form of a body, outer form. Yeah.
Oh, like an exoskeleton.
躯 means body, 壳 means the shell.
The shell.
Yeah.
I see. 躯壳 is like your exoskeleton. That's a very technical way of describing it, but like your outer form.
It can understand it as the opposite of soul.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's interesting. So like 灵魂躯壳. Oh, that's pretty cool. So a common expression you might see in this 甜言蜜语 is a way of saying like sweet talk or like really nice, loving talk. 甜 literally means sweet, right? 言 is another word for like speech or talking. 蜜 can mean many things. If I'm not mistaken, Sherry, 蜜 can mean like the honey that a bee makes, but 蜜 also can mean like very secretive, right?
Let me think if it's the same me.
It might not be the same. It might not be the same word.
Character. So in this forward, so in this forward phrase, the first character and the third character, they have the same meaning, and the second character and the fourth character are the same meaning. So you don't have to be that clear of what the individual character means.
That's an interesting parallel structure I've never noticed until now. It literally 甜言 and 蜜语, right? The 甜 is sweet, 蜜 like honey is sweet, and 言 and 语 are both different words to mean speech or talking. That's so cool. So I still took your sweet words or your loving words, and I took them almost like
I took your sweet words as you. I don't know. I think it's just lyrics. I don't really understand.
Yeah, the way I would translate is I took them at face value. That's an expression in English. What it means is I just interpreted them without any other intent. So I believed, basically. I believed all your beautiful, sweet words. And then
I just don't think you can, just literally translate this line. It just
maybe we'll have to do a sequel on this, because I guess we kind of broke down the first part really well, but there's still a second part, right? And maybe we have to look at some of these terms. This is so interesting. Probably not what you're used to. Like, Sherry, when you teach, you probably don't teach kids like this, but I'm super weird. I love breaking down lyrics. I break down lyrics of some of my favorite songs in English. So this is kind of like doing what I do in English, but to Chinese, and it helps me learn. Like, I've heard the word 甜言蜜语 before, but it's been many years since I've heard 甜言蜜语, because it's usually used in kind of like a fiction or like a dramatic context. Like, I don't think couples will usually say 甜言蜜语, or like normal conversation, you wouldn't have 甜言蜜语. So it's kind of funny, like hearing more literature terms. And 躯壳, I'm going to remember that. 躯壳.
So
is there an element of protection to 躯壳? Like it's like a blanket of love, right? Is that kind of a good translation to 躯壳? Like you're being protected by it, like an exoskeleton protects you.
Yes, I think you understand right. Yeah.
She's interpreting the loving words as like a love that can protect her. Wow. All right, guys. We will probably come back and translate the second part of the song if you guys want. Again, we still haven't gotten to the part where she's singing about green, and this song's translation is like the color green. So if you guys really want to solve the mystery why this is the color green, we can come back. Ma Lao Shi and I will come back. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. I will put a link to the song. So if you guys get it stuck in your head, you guys should potentially record it, send it to us, and we can like do a little montage of people singing the song. What do you guys think?